are at play. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, and check it out. The two knights defense has been met by knight g5. Not a common way of meeting the two knights. Knight g5, obviously in the 19, I want to say 50. Oh my gosh, this is the Olad variation from a player from Oregon. Oregon played b5 for the first time, and the nice idea is that after bishop takes b5, we play queen takes d5. We're hitting the bishop, we're hitting the pawn on g2, and so we play the move bishop f1 first. And the idea is that after knight takes d5, we now play bishop takes b5, and we're attacking the knight on c6. This must have been some preparation that Magnus had done for one of his world championships, because this is one of the most rare birds in the two knights. It's almost as rare as the fried liver attack.
Right.
Did you ever play the fried liver attack?
I played it as black.
As black?
Yes.
You took the piece and ran with the king?
And I ran with the king in the center because I followed some analysis by John Spielman, incidentally. But it took a lot of guts.
It sure does. Nasi, over to you. What's the...
Towards Gukesh's strengths.
Yeah, but... I mean... We've been...
What do we have?
No,
the
we
accuracy,
don't have...
100 accuracy for Gukesh, and just dropped because he did not play queen h5.
And Magnus just castled, and the danger has passed. What I wanted to say was that after queen h5, g6, queen h6, queen d7, we have one of those positions where the imbalances and, all of these pieces are still on the first rank. You can imagine yourself as white thinking to yourself, ooh, let's play rook e1, yeah? And let's play castles. And, you start to say, I'm grabbing material, but you start to look at moves like queen g4, bishop f8. You start to look at things and you're saying, all my pieces are on the first rank. I don't like the looks of what I did. Gukesh backed down. He played the move knight f3. Castles is on the board, and was a gamble? I don't know if that's the right word. It's paid off for Magnus. I think that this position, after knight takes d4, knight takes d4, queen takes d4, is one of those kinds of positions where you'll say, I've got this really great bishop, I've got great minor pieces, queen d6, it's worth the pawn. I'm happy with my compensation. But Nasi, jump in on this one for me. After castles, I feel I've got to take the pawn on d4, don't I?
Not yet. White could play rook e1. Could make another...
Well, then bishop f6. Oh, you can take on c6. Apologies.
Actually, knight b to d2, go into knight e4. Trying to get to your bishop that way. So you could consider maybe g6, knight e4, bishop g7, but that of course created some weaknesses.
That wasn't my intention when I played this. So you're saying he doesn't have to go, he can preface it with rook e1.
Yes.
Gotcha.
He can.
All right. By the way, he did play in the game bishop takes c6 after knight f3 castles. Gukesh took the knight on c6 and has played knight takes d4, so he's won the pawn for the two bishops.
you.
It truly is.
And
we're
there we see the players. And
Magnus has that, like, kind of a grrr.
he doesn't, I don't think he's realised. You know, sometimes
That he's let it go.
sometimes it's better to be oblivious. And what's happened?
He did.
B3, and exactly as Nazi predicted.
The whole variation they've repeated right up to and including your move B3 there.
Is it now time for Magnus to bail out? Can he just go Queen F1 and okay, there we see King give a check, King blocks, Queen's F3,
and just acquiesce to that.
Rook E2.
Like to give up those draws willingly. How bad is it? Let's imagine I play a stupid F5. You take my pawn on C4, yeah? Play F4. So I cement my bishop at the moment. Oh, you have Queen D3.
Queen D3 check.
Oh no. That's terrible.
I'm gonna start advancing my own pawn.
No.
Okay. And we are seeing the players repeat position. And you see handshake.
Wow.
And it was a
what
draw.
a save. What a save by Gukesh.
Yeah.
But
Incredible.
he needed help.
He did need help, but both sides made those mutual blunders.
I love what Magnus did, including that rook takes e3.
Yeah.
He was playing the game with Elan, and it looked beautiful right up until he played King h7.
It's true. But he did need some help there to get to that position,
True.
Remember, because Gukesh did have that saving move, Queen to E8 first,
Right.
and then Knight to F3.
Good point.
So I feel like perhaps...
Because that was the game that we were looking at the start of the tournament. Let me just jump to Kirill versus Wei Yi. The players have gotten to a situation of queen and 3